Well, again, thank you all so much for being here. This is a really special and meaningful time to celebrate early learning. We are sitting in a brand new location, a facility that is funded with partnerships throughout the city of Seattle, the Department of Education Early Learning, and many council members and senators. And so this really brings to light why and how partnerships really make dreams come true for families. And as you can see, many of our kids here, and this is just a sampling as well. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Susan Lee. I am the Senior Director of the Education Department at REWA, also known as Refugee Women's Alliance. And so this is a wonderful time in which leadership has demonstrated its commitment to the city, where accessibility, equity, and inclusion is really demonstrated. We're honored here today, and I really want to begin this by thanking all of the members here. Honored today to celebrate the wonderful achievements that one of my friends and also a wonderful supporter, advocate, Councilmember Debora Juarez. Debora, you know we have been through this many times. This is our second opening. Our other one was at Lake City, which is also the Tony Lee building. So to see another celebration is just another example of how much work has gone into this particular location. Your commitment and your leadership and your support has also been supported by the Department of Education, Early Learning, by Dwane and Leilani. And I also want to take a special recognition to the City of Seattle, and who has been with us through 5 expansions. And Ken Astron, please do stand up, because I really want to acknowledge you. For over 40 years, Ken and the City of Seattle for over 40 years has supported REWA in its expansion from MLK, Beacon Hill, Lake City, Othello, and also at the Nook. Without the city's support, we would not be standing here right now. We really, truly would not. They're the ones that made this dream possible initially. And so they're the ones that helped launch this expansion possible for the Seattle Preschool program. I also want to recognize Senator Valdez, who has been with us through many years, and also the One Roof Foundation. Mari is back there with her team, David, Chad, and Andrew, to help our kids learn to play hockey and learn how to ice skate. So it's our 5th year coming up soon, and we're really excited that we're being able to provide 80 children learning how to ice skate and play hockey. One of the other supporters of REWA is Councilmember Rivera, who has been with us through this journey as well. And I want to highlight how your dedication to education and early learning has been instrumental throughout the city. So thank you for being here. REWA has been a community partner and an advocate, especially to the refugee women, immigrants, and children and families. And our whole mission is to ensure that our families are feeling included, self-sufficient, and self-reliant. And it all begins at an early young age. By ensuring that children have this equity and this accessibility, we're building the next generation of leaders, just like all of you that are standing with me today. Our programming is a dual language program, multicultural, multilingual, and this is ensuring that our culture, our diversity, and our richness in the community continues to flourish, continues to be enabling all of us as partners to grow. And so I'm also really thankful that we have Darlene. Where are you, Darlene? Which is North Haven next door, our seniors. And this partnership is to ensure that we have a multi-generational programming here. In addition to multilingual, multi-generational. And we've got Poppy and Kristen, who's not here, but Poppy has been very instrumental in designing this preschool. This location, the school, and the love that you feel here, I hope, is represented by all of the wonderful staff that we have worked tirelessly to bring. And Menhin, Imei, Yi, Imei as well, have all put in a lot of heart, sweat, and love into this location. I also wanted to highlight that all of the furnishings that the kids are sitting on and all of the tables, all of the learning equipment were funded by Deborah, Senator Murray's appropriations funding. So what I've just described is a collaborative partnership in which the city, state, and federal funding have enabled us to be able to be a part of the community and generations to come. Without further ado, I do want to invite the mayor, Katie, to come on up and speak a little bit about her vision and also the SPP expansion that will be happening. The school that you're sitting with will have 40 kids in the 2026-27 school year. So I'm really excited to have you join us in this journey.
Well, thank you so much, and I am delighted to be here. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Good. Feel free to just pay attention to them, because they're much more interesting. Well, yes, I'm delighted to be here with all of you today. So one of my top priorities as mayor is to make Seattle the best place in the world to raise a family. I envision thriving neighborhoods with incredible, welcoming public spaces for people of all ages, incomes, and abilities. A city that lifts up local businesses and helps them succeed. And a vision of making it so that people don't feel like they have to be millionaires in order to raise children in this city. I believe that every child deserves a good start. So today I'm very pleased to announce the latest expansion of the Seattle Preschool program, funded by the Families Education Preschool and Promise Levy that voters overwhelmingly approved last November. Seattle has built one of the strongest city-funded programs in the country, helping thousands of children start kindergarten with the confidence, curiosity, and skills that they need to succeed. Even better, all Seattle 3- and 4-year-olds are eligible. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in, what language you speak at home, or what your family's income is. And tuition is free for most Seattle families, with a sliding scale based on household income and family size for higher income households. If you are raising a 3- or 4-year-old, the Seattle Preschool program is for you, and I encourage you to apply. I also want to share that I am excited to apply to enroll my own soon-to-be 3-year-old daughter, Josephine, in the Seattle Preschool program. And my own childcare arrangements received a little bit of attention last year, so I just want to underscore that tuition is based on a sliding scale, which means that yes, I will be paying my fair share to enroll my daughter in this exceptional public program, just like Director Chappelle did. I'm so excited for her to be in an incredible classroom like this one, learning and growing and getting ready for kindergarten in just a few years. Helping families to thrive in our city is personal for me. SPP has helped so many families like mine afford preschool, opening up options and opportunities for kids and parents alike. And that's why I'm so excited that we are continuing to build on our success with 100 additional preschool seats for the 2026-2027 school year. By 2032, my daughter will be 9 years old. That is really hard to believe. And the Seattle Preschool program will have scaled up to serve 3,100 of Seattle's 3- and 4-year-olds each year. So thank you all so much for being here today to help celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the program and the thousands of 3- and 4-year-olds who have been part of its success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Dwane Chappelle, the proud director at the Department of Education and Early Learning. It's interesting as I sit and watch these brilliant young children here. I don't know if you all caught it. One of the values is around collaboration, right? Did you notice how one of them grabbed like 4 or 5 of the pieces that they're playing with and passed it out to each one of them? I thought that was phenomenal. But the Seattle Preschool program continues to expand access to high quality early learning across the city and through our strong partnerships like here at REWA and with other community-based providers, families and child care providers and Seattle Public Schools. So this year, as the mayor just mentioned, The Seattle Preschool program is welcoming 4, or should I say new partners, and we're continuing the program's steady growth and expanding access for all of our Seattle families. The mayor just mentioned a moment ago, with the addition of 100 new preschool seats and now 7 classrooms opening this fall, SPP will have the capacity to serve, as you just heard, 2,600 3- and 4-year-olds. So we, within the Seattle Preschool program, we're partnering with 31 early learning organizations to operate, get this y'all, 161 classrooms this school year. So we're helping families across many neighborhoods access high quality preschool, but more importantly, that is close to their home. These partnerships allow us to meet families where they are and support a diverse network of providers, which I'm super excited about. Seattle's leadership in early learning is recognized nationally. The Seattle Preschool program has earned our 4th consecutive national gold medal. Yes, 4 consecutive national gold medals. That's, and 8 years of national recognition for providing high quality, accessible preschool. So our SPP classrooms, we use a high quality curriculum and culturally responsive teaching practices to meet the diverse needs of all of our learners, with options including dual language, inclusive classrooms to support students with specialized program needs. And as the mayor just mentioned, I myself I'm a proud parent, or should I say a proud parent of a Seattle Preschool alumni. My son participated in a dual language preschool program where his teachers really helped build what you see here, just confidence and in math and language skills, but also collaboration. But more importantly for us was learning a new language. So we were part of a dual language program. So I just want to encourage parents, grandparents, caregivers to please take advantage and enroll your loved one into the Seattle Preschool program. Applications are open now for the 26-27 school year, and it's open for all 3- and 4-year-olds are eligible to apply. And you can apply online at seattle.gov/apply SPP. So you can do that. You can call us if you need support, and we also have in-language translation and assistance as well. So without further ado, what I'm going to do now is pass this over to an amazing council member and a good friend, Councilmember Rivera.
Spanish en español. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. So I got the pleasure of speaking because I chair the Education Committee for Council, but I'm here with my sister, Councilmember Juarez, who represents this district. So it's appropriate for us to be here together. And I know how supportive she is of the Family's Education and Preschool Promise levy and the investments that we've had for many years since the 90s at the City of Seattle. I want to thank Director Dwane Chappelle, and I also want to say, Dwane, I so respect you. I'm so happy that you're the director of the Department of Education and Early Learning at the city. And before that, you were principal at Rainier Beach High School. And so we're so lucky to have taken you away from the district to come to Deal and be our trustee leader at Deal. And to your staff who's here today, to Mayor Wilson, thank you all for having us here today to talk about this latest iteration and expansion of the preschool program. And thank you, Susan, for hosting us here in this beautiful new space, and for all that REWA does to support our early learners and all that REWA does to support our community in this district and throughout the city, not just in this district. So thank you, Susan. You're a great partner, and I'm so excited to be here because Susan was such a supporter and advocate when we were launching the latest iteration of the FEP levy last year. And so thank you. This is so exciting. I am so excited to be here. I love the kids. This is the whole reason we're here today. Studies have shown that kids who attend preschool gain long-term academic and social benefits, as the director described with the sharing we saw earlier. They're more successful in high school and have higher rates of college enrollment. So the high quality early learning programs like we will have here at the Nook set up children for a lifetime of success. As you know, last November, as I said, Seattle residents overwhelmingly voted to fund early learning programs through the Family's Education Preschool and Promise Levy, or as we affectionately call it, FEP, because it's a lot shorter. That generous support from Seattle voters has enabled us to increase the number of Seattle preschool seats even more, so that even more working families and their children have access to the high quality education and care they need to start kindergarten ready and feel confident in kindergarten. As part of the FEP renewal process, I was able to meet with many of the preschool teachers who provide care for our youngest learners, and I'm so impressed with their skill and their dedication and their commitment. We are so lucky to have so many amazing preschool teachers in this town. I'm incredibly proud of the positive impact the award-winning Seattle preschool program has had for thousands of our city's children over the last 10 years of the program, and I look forward to many more years. Would you like to say a few words, my friend?
I will. Okay,
please?
thank you. Okay.
I know I'm putting you on the spot. I'm putting
no,
Councilmember on the
there's
spot, but
never-
this is your district.
This never met a microphone I didn't like. This is unscripted, but I'll be very quick. Working with Susan Lee, where'd she go? There she is. Since 2015, 2016, when we broke ground on the Tony Lee House, I see you in the back, all the work that we've done, but I also want to give a big shout out to Senator Valdez. Javier has been there through thick and thin. Mayor Wilson, thank you so much for your words. And I'm excited to hear that you're going to have your little girl enrolled. But I just want to say one quick thing now that I'm up here. Now that I'm looking at Dr. Chappelle. We have pre-K, we have K-12, we have the Promise Program. Thank you, Mayor Durkin, Mayor Harrell, and I know we'll continue under Mayor Wilson. But we also have that next step, and it's called Pride. So we go from pre-K, and that rainbow arcs all the way to the Pride. You know what the Pride is? It's post-K-12. What this community needs to take our black and brown and our children whose parents never got to go to college have an opportunity to go to college. And now the Promise Program set us up for that, but we are looking at that huge promise, a brick and mortar to the commitment to our children. So when you hear, oh, there's the prison to pipeline school, that line, I'm tired of hearing that. What I want to hear is our children to the pride, to the promise of getting and going to college in the city that they love, because they started out here and we invested in them. So we can get away with yes, I know we can give $14 million for gun violence. I get it. But there's something more we need. And we learned that in Indian country when we built our own institutions for our children. So they understood our sensibilities of happiness, of love, of being an intellectual, of understanding the sensibilities about how we live and where we want to go and how we want to do that. Because in Indian country, like Seattle, you can always go home. And I want to leave people with that. We can always come home. And that is our job to do. That is what the Creator made us here for. To not just give back, but to come back and take care of these little people. So thank you. Thank you, sister.
We share.
We do. Let's go be raised babies.
Yeah.
Lila? Now, we're going to introduce one of our fabulous parents up here to speak about. Butet, come on up. Yes, let's have you talk about what it's been like as a parent enrolled in our school.
And then my daddy is right here, and then it is right here, and then I love you.
Do you like school?
Yeah.
Do you want to come to school?
Yeah.
What do you like about school?
Green and blue.
Green and blue? Awesome. Thank you. This is like live Oscar moments, right?
There you go.
Thank you, Susan.
I want to, before I go there, I want to introduce this lovely woman who has been enrolled at our school for many years. She's one of our ECAT families, and she has been an advocate for other ECAT families and her own family as well. And so she has been a model and a leader for her families in our school and has been leading the direction and advocacy for ensuring that all other parents have the same kind of leadership skills that she has always demonstrated. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Oh, wow. Hi. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, great. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Booted. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Booted, and I'm mother of two. I have 9 years old daughter and 5 years old son who's going to be kindergarten this year. And he is currently enrolled in the SPP program. And our family has had very positive experience with Seattle Preschool program. When my son started, when he started to go to the preschool, we were so excited and nervous same time, because when he started in the preschool, he doesn't speak English as well, like not very, As a parent, me too, we're immigrant from different country, and we're not a good speaker and with all my children. And I was kind of worried because he had a language barrier with teachers and the kids, because he wants to express himself, he wants to play, he wants to say something, but he can't. It was really hard to see when he was struggling first. But after, when he started SPP program, and I saw he's growing. When he goes to school every single day, he was so happy. Even he had a language barrier, but he likes to say, "Yes, mommy, I want to go. I like to go because I have friends and teachers." So it was, great to see him growing. So the teachers are very patient because there are so many different kids from different backgrounds. So not many kids speaks English as well, especially with, his classroom. And then it was so, nice to see how the kids learn English so well. First few months, like first 3-4 months was really hard to see him struggling. And after 4 months, he's good. He started to speak. He's making friends. He's, having good conversation with his teachers and friends. That was really great. Over time, I saw an incredible change. So when he became comfortable, started making friends and began expressing himself more, now he's very confident child and strong speaker, and he enjoys going to school every single day. And I also want to thank you, the site director, Ime, and the senior family coordinator, Anira, and all the teachers, Elephant Classroom lead teachers, Miss Ying and Miss Monica, and all other staffs, because they're doing great job. They're not just helping children, they're helping families too. It's really, great program. It's so great. Like programs like this SPP are especially important for families in our community, especially for children who are learning English, and children and family from different backgrounds. As a parent, it means so much to see my child feel competent and included and excited about learning. And thank you for supporting this program, and it makes such a meaningful difference for our children and family. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, my friend, it's our turn again. So the mayor had to leave a little bit earlier. As you know, being a mayor is a very busy job. And so one of the things I really want to emphasize is that the Nook Early Learning at REWA is representing an investment in children, families, and the future of our communities. And REWA truly does believe in that. Since 1985, this is our mission, to ensure that all of the families are represented and respected and included. And as our executive director, Kathy, has mentioned previously, she's not here available today. However, as she has mentioned, This month is also a time to recognize the powerful role of immigrants and refugee women who play in strengthening our communities. So for more than 40 decades, REWA has worked alongside families to support all of these opportunities and stability, which is very necessary in this day and time. And so in our expansion of early learning, I encourage you all to join us in celebrating this opportunity to have more children with access to early learning. So this location will be serving infants all the way to 5 years old. And as our eloquent council member says, it is not stopping here at the early learning. It is going above and beyond, which is our post-secondary, which, by the way, REWA does support as well, because we have elementary school, middle school, high school, and college students that we are also supporting to be the first in their homes to have bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorate degrees, and future politicians and stakeholders and investors, lawyers, which your judges, and future presidents as well. And so this location and many of our locations is representative of all of the partners that we have, such as the Seattle Art Museum that is here, such as the One Roof Foundation, who, by the way, was had awarded $32,000 to REWA to be able to continue our early learning skating. We've got Makfai here from the that's helping us with Kung Fu lessons, and we've got leadership, Cynthia from our board, who is also here to show support for all of the wonderful work that we as a community are doing. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I'm really excited. We've got CCAT funding, we've got DSHS, we've got SPP. Anything you need, we have it here at REWA. And this is possible because all of you are here supporting this. Thank you all so much.